God says, this is not the end of your story, this is the ignition. I have lit something inside of you that no darkness can ever dim again. The heaviness you've been carrying is about to be lifted by a wave of divine joy so intense, it will feel like heaven itself has wrapped its arms around your life. Archangel Michael is standing close, not with a warning, not with a sword, but with a radiant smile that stretches through the heavens like a sunrise. His message is clear. Your life is about to light up. And not slowly. Suddenly. Unexpectedly. Supernaturally. This is not ordinary happiness. This is joy born from divine reversal. The kind of joy that comes after long seasons of silence. The kind of joy that breaks out in places where sorrow had taken root. The kind of joy that only heaven can deliver, because it's not dependent on people, possessions, or plans, it's rooted in prophecy. You've been feeling the shift in your chest, that soft stirring, that inner fire. That's not anxiety. That's alignment. That's your soul rising to meet the moment it was always destined for. And now that moment is here. Archangel Michael's presence right now is not just protection, it's participation. He's here to witness the beginning of something glorious. He's here because your life is about to glow so brightly that even those who counted you out will be blinded by the blessing. God has been working in silence, arranging a setup so divine, it will feel like joy came out of nowhere, but you'll know it didn't. It came from above. It came from the tears you cried in secret. It came from the pain you didn't let turn you bitter. It came from the faith you held on to when your heart was breaking. And now, that faith is about to bloom in front of every eye that doubted you. This moment isn't delayed. It's designed. This joy isn't random. It's revealed. This blessing isn't earned. It's gifted. God says, I didn't forget you. I reserved you. And now, heaven is throwing a divine spotlight on your name. Doors that were closed will begin to open without a knock. Hearts that were hard toward you will begin to soften without your effort. And every area that once felt dry will begin to overflow. This is not hype. This is holy. The light is coming, and it's going to shine through every crack you thought would break you. Type Amen if your heart is starting to glow with this word. Type 444 if you believe Archangel Michael is smiling over your timeline. Type 777 if you're ready to receive unexpected joy that will change your atmosphere forever. God says, I have waited for this moment, not because I needed time, but because you needed strength. Now that you've walked through the fire and didn't burn, I'm about to light up everything that tried to dim your soul. There's a shift in the atmosphere around you, and it's not subtle. You'll feel it in your bones, in your breath, in the way your spirit begins to dance without explanation. This is what it feels like when joy begins to wake up everything that sorrow tried to put to sleep. Archangel Michael is not only watching, he's moving. He's clearing space, removing weight, silencing voices that once tried to bury your light before it could rise. The reason things have felt heavy lately is because the glory was gathering. The reason you felt like something was coming is because it was. You were never being ignored. You were being positioned. Positioned to receive a joy that can't be taken away, because it doesn't come from temporary things, it comes from eternal places. The kind of joy that transforms rooms, heals wounds, shifts legacies. The kind of joy that causes people to say, "What happened to you?" And your only answer will be, "God happened." Because nothing else could explain this glow. The smile on Michael's face is more than a heavenly expression, it's a sign that what has been assigned to your life has been released. No more pending. No more processing. No more waiting for a sign. This is the sign. You are not about to receive permission, you are about to release power. What once held you back will now open paths. What once confused you will now become clear. What once wore you out will now wash over you with peace. You are stepping into a version of joy that doesn't just feel good, it feels right. Like you were always meant to live in this light. You're not being rewarded for perfection, you're being recognized for endurance. You didn't lose your identity when you lost your rhythm. You didn't stop believing even when the evidence was gone. That kind of persistence carries weight in the spirit. That kind of heart cannot be overlooked. And now, everything that was building behind the veil is bursting through the surface. This joy won't wait for a special date. This light won't ask for permission. It will come like the sun through storm clouds, sudden, blinding, undeniable. And every person who said, they won't make it, will have to watch what joy looks like when it's heaven authored. Type Amen if this word feels like sunshine on your soul. Type 888 if you believe joy is already in motion for you. Type 123 if you're ready to rise into your brightest, boldest, most blessed moment yet. God says, there is no force powerful enough to dim the light I've placed inside you. No betrayal, no delay, no disappointment can cancel what I've written over your life. You may have been through seasons where you questioned everything, your path, your voice, your worth. But I never questioned you. I never stopped seeing what was forming inside your fire. And now, that fire is turning into a light so radiant, even the darkness you walked through will begin to glow. Archangel Michael is smiling because the hidden version of you, the version that suffered in silence, is now becoming the one who shines without apology. This is not a moment you create. This is a moment you step into. It's already prepared. Already written. Already cleared by the courts of heaven. What you're about to walk into isn't luck. It's legacy. God has been building a testimony that could only be born through pressure. And now the pressure has shifted. The oil is flowing. The joy is rising. And your life is about to turn into the answer to prayers you forgot you even prayed. This is not payback, this is promise. You are not being blessed to catch up. You are being accelerated to rise above. Don't be surprised when joy starts showing up in random places, in the silence, in the stillness, even in the places that used to hurt. Don't question it. Embrace it. This is not emotional. This is eternal. What you're feeling is not a good mood, it's a spiritual encounter. The glow coming over your life now is not for show, it's for strategy. God is about to use your life to open doors for others. He's about to use your voice to break chains in rooms where people gave up. And He's about to use your glow to make it impossible for the enemy to cover you again. Archangel Michael is not just smiling as a gesture, he is smiling because your breakthrough has been sealed. The heavens are no longer silent. The delay is no longer valid. The barriers are no longer legal. What's ahead of you is pure, joy without guilt, joy without compromise, joy without fear. And no matter who left, no matter who doubted, no matter who delayed, they can no longer stand in the way of what God Himself has set in motion. Your time is not coming. Your time is here. God says, I didn't bring you this far to leave you in the shadows. I kept you hidden not to hold you back, but to prepare you for the light that's now being switched on over your life. Archangel Michael's smile is the confirmation that the glow you're stepping into wasn't made by man. It wasn't designed by people's opinions or constructed by your past. It was formed in the fire of every silent test you passed, every prayer you whispered when no one listened, and every moment you chose to believe even when your reality was breaking apart. Now, that belief has created a runway for joy to land. And it won't be subtle. It won't ask for permission. This is the kind of joy that announces itself, that shows up in atmospheres that once rejected you, that opens doors without knocking and floods rooms with divine presence when you simply enter. You're not coming as you were, you're arriving as who heaven always knew you'd become. The light that's coming won't just change your mood, it will change the direction of your life. Things that were paused will begin to move. Projects that felt stuck will suddenly come together. Connections that were dry will begin to overflow. Archangel Michael is not here to push back darkness anymore, the darkness has already fled. He's here now to celebrate the emergence of your radiance. You don't have to explain why you're glowing, the glow speaks for itself. It's the result of being processed, pruned, and preserved. You didn't skip steps. You didn't shortcut the process. And now, the blessing has been custom-tailored to your endurance. That's why this joy will be different. It won't fade after a few days. It won't vanish when people disappoint you. It's not based on them, it's based on Him. What God is releasing now is a joy that redefines identity. You'll wake up different. You'll walk different. You'll talk with clarity, move with confidence, and carry a peace that people will feel before you speak a word. The places you once felt small will feel too small to hold what's on your life now. Your name is echoing in the spirit. And this time, nothing will silence it. The light has been released, and the joy is on its way. You are no longer waiting, you are walking. You are no longer hidden, you are highlighted. And heaven is not just watching, it's celebrating. Type Amen if this glow is becoming real in your spirit. Type 999 if you're done shrinking and ready to rise. Type 1010 if your life is about to shine in ways even you didn't see coming. God says, you've walked through seasons that dimmed your laughter, that dulled your spirit, that broke your heart in ways words can't explain. But I have kept one thing untouched, your destiny. And now, that destiny is glowing. Archangel Michael is standing with heaven's scroll in his hand, and your name is written on it in divine light. The time has come for your joy to no longer be postponed. You've suffered in silence, but now you will shine in surprise. You've wept privately, now you will rejoice publicly. This is not a small moment. This is a spiritual awakening. And you, child of light, are the first spark. You see, the enemy tried to convince you your joy was seasonal, like it would only last until the next heartbreak. But God says, this joy I'm giving you isn't seasonal. It's supernatural. It will anchor you. It will clothe you. It will overflow into every room you step into. You won't have to speak much, the peace on your face will become your testimony. The glow in your eyes will be the evidence of everything God restored when no one else saw you. This is not recovery, this is resurrection. What was dormant is rising. What was delayed is accelerating. What was once hidden is now being exalted. Archangel Michael's smile is more than affection, it's an announcement. An announcement that joy has been cleared to enter your life without barriers. That every lie that told you, you're too late, or, you missed it, is now being erased from the timeline of your belief. You are not late. You are being refined. You are not forgotten. You are being preserved. And now, your release is not pending, it is present. You will feel it in conversations that open new doors. In emails that carry good news. In encounters that shift your heart. And through it all, the light will stay. Because this light is not rented, it's rooted. The smile from heaven means the process worked. It means your tests were not in vain. It means God trusted you with pain so He could crown you with power. That's why joy is rushing into your life now, because you passed every unseen trial without losing your posture of praise. You didn't have to announce your pain to prove your strength. God was already watching. And now, He's responding. Responding with favor. Responding with laughter. Responding with light. And it starts now, not next month, not next year. This is your moment. Your name is glowing in realms your feet haven't even touched yet. God says, there were moments when you felt like the light in your life was fading, but I was only dimming the distractions so my glory could shine brighter in you. This is not just your time, this is your divine alignment. Archangel Michael is no longer just smiling in approval. He is standing in front of you like a gatekeeper, motioning to heaven's doors, and saying, let them in. Because you didn't quit. Because you kept walking when it hurt. Because you didn't give up when no one believed in your glow. And now, the glow is unstoppable, because it is not man-made. It is God-born. This joy that's about to hit your life will not be fragile. It won't come and go based on moods or moments. It will be firm, deep-rooted, and spiritually engineered. You'll laugh again, not forced laughter, but the kind that bubbles from the soul. You'll breathe easier, because the weight that sat on your chest for years is being lifted. You'll look at yourself in the mirror and recognize someone healed, whole, and holy. Someone God never stopped preparing. Someone Archangel Michael never stopped protecting. This is the version of you that was hidden behind trials, and now, it's glowing through them. Your name is rising like sunlight on the horizon. Slowly at first. Gently. But then suddenly, fully. People will feel it before they understand it. You'll walk into rooms and shift atmospheres without trying. You'll speak without raising your voice and still silence every lie that tried to define your worth. This is the influence of divine joy. Not loud, but lasting. Not borrowed, but born from heaven's blueprint. And now that blueprint is unfolding, step by step, moment by moment, with no delay, no interference, and no more explanation required. Archangel Michael is positioned not just to witness, but to announce. In the realm of spirit, your season has changed. The color of your atmosphere is changing. What was gray is turning golden. What was fog is now being cleared by wind. You are stepping into a chapter that no one can take credit for but God. That's why the joy will feel so different. So unshakable. So surreal. Because it wasn't forced into place, it belonged to you the whole time. And now? It's catching up with you. Full speed. Full glory. Full light. Type Amen if this part feels like fresh breath to your soul. Type 000 if you believe the doors are now wide open. Type 444 if you're walking into joy that's permanent, powerful, and prophetic. God says, I did not allow you to carry the weight of darkness just so you could survive it. I allowed it so that you could one day become the light that exposes it. And now, that light has broken out of you. It's not contained anymore. It's not hidden in your tears or stuck behind your battles. It's alive. And it's leading you forward into places you never thought you were ready for. But heaven says you are. Archangel Michael is not just smiling now, he is clearing the skies. Every cloud of confusion, every mist of delay, every fog of fear, gone. Because what's ahead of you needs clear vision, and heaven is making sure nothing blocks your view. This light, this joy, this divine breakthrough that's rushing toward you, it's not just for your comfort. It's for your calling. You've been entrusted with this joy not to hoard it, but to shine it. There are people assigned to your voice. Lives that will shift because you chose not to give up. Chains that will break because your testimony glows with heaven's fingerprints. You are no longer just someone waiting for joy, you've become a vessel of it. Every step you take now will carry a divine spark. Every word you speak will carry a sound that delivers. And every space you enter will feel the atmosphere change. Archangel Michael is no longer just protecting your journey, he's announcing it in the realms you can't see. He's sending signals into the spirit that you've passed through the valley and entered the mountain. He's alerting the enemy that you are no longer available for attack. He's surrounding your name with heavenly reinforcements, because what you're about to step into will attract attention, but no weapon formed will prosper. You've earned the oil through endurance. You've earned the glow through brokenness. And now, you will carry joy like a crown. You don't need permission anymore. You don't need applause. You don't need a platform. You have the presence. And that presence is enough to cause divine acceleration, unexpected favor, and unimaginable peace. You're not who you were last year. Not even who you were last month. You're glowing with the evidence of someone who's walked through every fire, and came out wrapped in light. This is your moment, not because life is perfect, but because you've been perfected through pressure. And heaven says, shine anyway. Type Amen if this word just hit the deepest place in your soul. Type 555 if your walk is now light-powered. Type 333 if you believe you've stepped into a season where even your silence will speak.